So all black billionaires are coons. They don't do anything for the black community, and we need to talk about it.
Everybody eats. Everybody eats.
So for my sensitive subscribers, this is going to be one of my controversial videos. There's probably going to be some cussing in this one. So if you don't like that, go ahead and get off this video now. I'm finna talk to my people right quick. So listen, I saw a meme on Facebook that said that all billionaires, black billionaires, they showed Jay-Z, they showed Diddy, they showed Dr. Dre, because the new income report just came out about how much they gross or their net worth was or whatever. And people were saying how they're coons and they don't do anything for the black community. All of this, right? But here's my thing. First off, what makes you think that they owe you anything? That's the first thing. I'm trying to figure out where people get off thinking that they owe them something. That's number one. And then number two, as a grown man, even as a grown person in general, but especially as a man, what type of man want another man to do something for them anyway? You know what I mean? Or need another man to do something for them? Like, who helped them? Like, who helped Jay-Z? You know what I mean? Who helped Diddy? Who helped Drake? Oprah didn't go to the hood and go pick Jay-Z out the hood. He grinded his ass off and got out the projects himself. Why can't you? That's what I don't understand. Like, why do we think we need some savior to come rescue us? And that's one of the biggest problems that we face. And not only in the black community, but just in poverty-stricken environments in general, as we always look for a savior to come rescue us, and really the savior is in the mirror. Okay, you got to do it. You got to better yourself, and you don't know what these people are doing. And I know that Diddy and Jay-Z, especially as of late, have been doing a lot in different urban communities, black communities, to help. Okay, to help rebuild the community. And then what you got to understand, this is the most important thing I want everybody to take home, because a lot of people aren't educated financially, and that's why they can't really speak on the topic. This net worth, when they say their net worth is 900 million and 800 million, that's net worth. That's not cash in the bank, okay? You can have a net worth of 900 million and not even have $1 million in the bank, in your checking account, because what it's based off is how many assets you own minus liabilities is your net worth, okay? So that means that they could own a lot of real estate, they could own planes or private jets, they could own fine art, like Jay-Z talks about a lot, they could own companies. But all of that's not liquid cash, okay? So just because they might be worth 900 million, that don't mean they got 900 million to reinvest in the projects or in whatever you think they should be invested in. You know what I mean? When you get paid, how would you feel you get paid and then some random stranger walk up to you and say, oh, you need to be giving up at least 10% of that to the local homeless shelter? You a coon. You know, like that don't even make sense, first of all. And then second of all, they didn't help you go to work and get that check. So what makes them credible to even tell you what to do with your money? And that's how you got to look at it when it comes to these celebrities, man. Like, they don't owe you anything. Like, what the hell do you get off thinking that they owe you something? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What makes you think that somebody owed you something? And so what you got to do is you got to start understanding how to understand the laws of success, study self-sufficiency, and take care of yourself. Do for self. That's the bottom line. Do for yourself. Stop looking for handouts. Stop looking for somebody else to give you something. Because you know what's going to happen? If they can come out here and give every single one of us $1 million today. And guess what's going to happen? The people that gave it to you eventually will end up right back with that money over time. Why? Because you don't know what to do with the $1 million anyway. Okay? Until you learn how to invest, until you become a savvy investor and understand how money works, how capitalism works, then you'll never win in the game of money, okay? It's gonna go right back to the people that own, and it's gonna go out of the hands of the people that consume. Okay, you got to create more than you consume, okay? And that's the key to getting wealth. You got to become valuable in the marketplace, okay? But until you can get off the thought of thinking that somebody owes you something, or you're entitled to somebody else helping you. You know what I mean? Like, they're not the government. They don't owe you reparations. Now the government do. You know, that's a whole different conversation, right? Because we did build this country, but that's when it comes to other people's money, that ain't got nothing to do with you. They don't owe you anything. Well, I don't understand how people could say they coons because of that. Then now when you talk about you know, the lyrics they might put in their rhymes that might disrespect women, or promoting liquor all the time, you know, that's not healthy for our bodies. Okay, you can argue on those points all day, but what you can't do is sit there and try to tell another man what to do with his money. And what you can't do is sit around on your ass and think somebody else is supposed to help you. Okay, you're not even helping yourself. And then most of the people that's doing this, I know who you are, because I know where you know, I'm from the hood, you know, I've been in there, and I know what we do. We'll sit there in the trap. We'll sit there and we smoke all day long. We watch conspiracy videos, the black bootleg, all of this shit, right? You're talking about all of this crazy shit when really the bottom line is you wasting time and you watching somebody else's life and depicting and dissecting and doing numerology and try to piece a whole bunch of shit together, when really what it comes down to is they got up and they went out and they went to go figure out their life. Why the fuck aren't you? That's really what it comes down to, okay? We can't keep getting caught up in trying to tell somebody else what to do with their money and get so caught up in thinking that somebody else owes us some help. Nobody owe you anything, okay? Get up, get out there, and then go get it. Period. Okay? Period. Nobody's gonna help you. Nobody helped them. And guess what? When they did get help, because people will help you along the way, but guess when they help you? When you help yourself. Okay? Nobody used to help me do anything. When I was still in the hood, when I was selling drugs, and when I wasn't doing too much of anything in my life, my own mama wouldn't even help me at that point. Then, once I started turning my life around, when the military came back, opened a business, started helping folks, then my mom helped me anytime I asked for some help. My aunts and uncles that I never even spoke to before, all type of people would start helping me. I started getting different opportunities opened up to me because I started putting myself out there and opening myself to more opportunities. I stopped being so pessimistic and became optimistic. You know, when you automatically got in your head as a belief system that everybody's out to get you, is designed for you to fail, then that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to fail because that's what you believe is inevitable to happen anyway. Thoughts become things. But if you can become optimistic and start thinking on a bigger scale and start thinking that no matter what you can persevere, then you will. Again, I said this before. Is it hard for the poor people to make it in capitalism? Absolutely. Is it even harder for a black person in America to make it? Absolutely. Okay, I don't discredit that we are at a disadvantage, but what I do discredit is saying that it's impossible for us. It can be done. All you gotta do is apply yourself. It might be a little bit harder for you. It might be harder for you to do it as a black person, but it still can be done. And as long as it can be done, go do that shit and stop bitching. You know what I mean? Don't bitch about it. You can either there's only two things you can do, like I told you before. Either you gonna fight on a level of like what am I trying to say? As an activist, you can do it that route, or you can take the other route, which I chose, which is B. I'm just gonna get through it regardless of how hard it is. I'm just gonna fight through it anyway. It's hard because it's hard for anybody trying to get from the bottom of the ladder to the top in this financial world, right? But it's even harder for black people in America. So, but I'm not gonna bitch about it. I'm just gonna go extra hard and I'm gonna do it anyway. That's what a lot of people have done before me. They've laid blueprints all along the way to get it done, and then they did it. And that's exactly what I do. I just follow their blueprints, from Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Robert Smith, the first black man, the richest black man in America, richest black person in America actually. All of these different people, if you type in their names and type in success tips behind it, or words of wisdom or something, it's going to be YouTube videos that come up with these people are giving you tips on how to make it, okay? Listen to them and then apply their advice. It's all you got to do. It's not that hard, y'all. Well, it is that hard, but it's simple is what I mean. It's not that complicated. It is hard. It's going to be hard. I'm building a business right now. It's hard, okay? I work a lot, okay? It's definitely been times where I pull 24-hour shifts, but the bottom line is I'm seeing it materialize before my eyes. I see wealth materialize. I own rental property now, I own businesses. Multiple sources of income. But I came from absolutely, positively nothing, okay? And I still relatively have nothing. You know what I mean? When you're looking on the grand scheme of things, I'm far from where I'm trying to get to. But my point is, like, you can build something from nothing. You know what I mean? Like, that shift got to start with you. If you want to start seeing generational wealth, You gotta start it. Your parents can't do it. Your grandparents didn't do it. And you go far enough, it was probably slavery at that point or some other thing. So it's like, but you can start it. It's not your fault if you were born poor, but it is your fault if you die that way, okay? That's all it comes down to. Stop looking for somebody to come fucking save you, because it's nobody's responsibility to take care of you but you. You want to change it? Well, you go get fucking rich, and then you help everybody. But don't tell nobody else what the fuck to do with their money. You think they're doing it wrong? Well, fine, you do it, and then you go do it right. It's just that simple. Because you also got to remember too, if they're worth 900 million, they probably wouldn't have got to the 900 million if they were helping every single person they could along the way. You gotta first, in order to help other people, you gotta help yourself first. Oprah says, the easiest way to help a broke person is to not be one of them. And I had to learn that the hard way, because I'm a very generous guy. I like to help people. I like to give stuff away. Y'all see all the time I put my prices so low on a lot of my products. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But it's like I just really genuinely want to help people that much. You know what I mean? That's why I got over 500 videos on YouTube, because I'm constantly trying to give out information to help better people. You know what I mean? So the bottom line, again, man, stop looking for somebody to save you. Don't nobody owe you shit, okay? Go get your own, and it'll feel much better once you work your way and get it for yourself anyway. Okay? Start understanding capitalism, understand how business works, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, watch my videos, look at Robert Kiyosaki, look at read Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Start thinking positively and stop being so damn pessimistic. And that's all it comes down to. Thank you for watching. Everybody eat some AJ Simmons.
6 figures or better should be the common motive. But y'all just trying to see change like Obama voters. Money ain't my only love, but it's the main goal. And I'ma get it, deal or no deal, like the game show. Will I succeed? That's rhetorical.